What's up, guys? Marvelous Marc here, and I'm here to bring you The Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 2, Guts. Alright, guys, well, in this episode, we get to see, at the beginning of the episode, we get to see Shane and Lori together, which was very revealing. I know in the last episode we seen them kiss, but this one, they're actually together. You guys know what I mean. I don't want to say it out there just in case there's other kids watching or something like that, but yeah, Shane and Lori are together, and Rick is alive, and I don't think Lori really realizes that he's alive and that he's basically with the group that they're with. And this is gonna be a good reveal, especially for later down the line. Like, is it like a love triangle, or like what's gonna go on with it? Because Shane, I don't think he's really gonna like back off, because he seems like really he likes to push himself onto people. You can see it. Like, Lori really follows whoever she's with. Uh, if she's with Shane, like you seen in that one scene later down in the episode with Amy, like she's basically following his lead. So she's basically the guy that she's with is in command. So yeah, that was a nice little reveal to see. I just can't wait to see it play out with Rick. There's also with Glenn. Glenn saves Rick from the tank. He tells him to meet him down at this alley. Rick only has 15 shots in his gun that he got from the one of the military guys in the tank, and he found a grenade also. He found a grenade, but Rick, he ends up getting out of the tank. He has a shovel in hand too, I think. He goes out there, hits the walker in the head with the shovel, and then he's out there just shooting shots off, which I don't think was very smart. I wouldn't have done it personally, but I'm guessing because he really doesn't know like what's going on in the apocalypse, so he's just doing what he has to do just to get where he needs to get. So when he gets to Glenn, they end up going up this little this alleyway. There's the ladder up there. They start climbing. They get up there. They meet each other officially. Rick tells him, "Thank you for saving me," and he was like, "You're even more of a dumbass than I thought." And Glenn, they just meet. They go up there. They go down the chute on top of the roof, and then we meet Andrea, T-Dog, Jackie, and Morales. Those are the first four people we meet that are inside a building down there. They have like a little base going on, which they go in to scavenge supplies, which Glenn said later in the episode too, that he usually goes there on his own to scavenge supplies, but this is the first time he's actually brought a group, which he said that it's like a bad thing. And because when he's always by himself, he always gets in and gets out. When he's with the group now, they have trouble. So yeah, we meet them. Andrea, she so wants to basically kill Rick for shooting off those rounds and making the walkers go all up towards the front of the department store. The glass, they're trying to break the glass. And there's another thing with the walkers. One of the walkers was holding a rock, and it was smashing the rock against the window. And that's one of the things I still don't like about it, that they're too. It's just, I don't like that they're kind of smart. I like the fact that they're dumb, but it's just like it's nitpicking. That's little things. Overall, the zombies are cool. The walkers are all good. It doesn't really matter. But Andrea, she wants to kill Rick, but everyone's telling her to back off. It's really not his fault. Glenn was just trying to save someone, protect someone, and Glenn he did a favor for Rick. After that, we get to see a moment with Merle Dixon. He's on top. He's shooting. They all run up there, and they're asking him, "Why? What are you shooting? Like, do you want all the walkers, more of them to come towards the gates? Do you want more of them to try to break in? Do you want that?" And he doesn't care. He's basically, he wants to be in charge. He wants to be the boss. And Merle, T-Dog confronts him, and he says, "This will be the day when I when I start listening to your kind," basically. So Merle ends up knocking T-Dog with the rifle that he had in his hand. T-Dog falls on the floor. Merle's just beating him down. He ends up hitting Morales, I think. He hits Rick too up there. He just hitting everyone. And then he was basically telling everyone in show of hands who wants him to be the leader. Everyone raised their hands. Jackie, Andrea, Morales, I think even T-Dog raised his hand. And then Rick comes from behind and knocks him over the head with the rifle that he was using. And Rick, he's more of a cop, so he knows what to do. So he handcuffed Merle onto a pipe, and left him there basically all day. He didn't undo it. He gave T-Dog the key. So later down the episode, I'll tell you what happened with that. So that happens, and then we get to see the guts trick that is basically iconic for The Walking Dead. They get a walker in, they drag his body inside the building. Everyone's putting on their protective gear, gloves, these masks, and Rick is just cutting away, hacking away on a walker with an axe, just trying to get as much of the guts as he possibly can to put on himself and to put on Glenn, because them two are gonna go out there and just basically go and get the truck that they need to get everyone out of there. So they do that. Now we have a scene at the survivors camp where I told you earlier, we hear a broadcast on the radio, which is T-Dog. He's telling them that they're trapped in the department store. Amy overhears it, and of course she basically wants to know if her sister's okay. She wants to go get her sister, but they can't do that, and Shane tells her that they can't, and she's there and she's trapped and she's gone. You know, I like Shane's way of thinking, because you can't just go over there and expect them to be alive. You just don't know, so you can't risk more of the people of the group. You have to think for everyone, think about everyone that's here right now and protect them. And Amy, of course, out of rage, she doesn't really believe him, doesn't believe that. But to me, Shane is right, and later down the line, you'll all see why he's right. While the guts thing is going on, Rick and Glenn, they're just walking down the street trying to get over to the trucks, and it starts to rain. So when it starts to rain, the guts starts to wear off, and the guts are all falling, and you can see the walkers basically noticing that they're not walkers, that they're just humans. So as soon as that happens, the walkers, they start to notice, and they start to go after Rick and Glenn. Rick just starts hacking away at the zombies. Glenn starts shooting and shooting and shooting. They get over the fence. Another thing with the walkers, they know how to jump fences in this episode, which is weird too. But yeah, they jump the fences or whatever. Glenn and Rick, they get the car, the truck actually, and they get out of there. And the group of survivors are watching from the rooftop, and they think that they're leaving it because they're going in a different direction. But no, Rick is actually trying to cause another distraction with another car, which a Dodge Challenger, that he tells Glenn to go in and just basically drive and get as many walkers basically to follow him and to get out of there, you know, and basically go back to camp. And Glenn does that. It's funny because Glenn freaking loves the car too. Rick, he gets back to the survivors, and he's waiting for them right there. Morales, all of them are running. Andrea, they're all running down there. And Merle, he's upstairs. T-Dog, he tries to go get him, but then when he's right there, he ends up knocking a toolbox over too. But he trips, and the key that Rick gave him to unlock Merle earlier in the episode, it falls down a drain. So then Merle, of course, this dude is freaking out. He's blaming T-Dog for everything, and now T-Dog's basically, I would say he's to blame, because he dropped the key. I mean, who else is there to blame? I mean, Rick put him there for safety, you know, and T-Dog dropped the key that Rick gave him to get him out. But T-Dog, he actually locked the door going up to the roof, so that's basically protected Merle, I would say, because really no walkers can really get in there. Then after that, Andrea, or earlier in episode 2, Andrea gets a necklace for Amy, just, I guess, for something later, as for her birthday, I think, maybe. But yeah, then after that, the episode ends with Glenn just driving down the highway in the Dodge Challenger with the noise still going off, the car alarm still going off. But yeah, guys, that's the episode right there. I really like this episode. I'll probably give this a 9 out of 10 just because the walkers, I still don't like how the walkers are a little smart. But other than that, guys, yeah, just check out the episode. Make sure to watch the reviews that I do for each episode of The Walking Dead. It's going to be every Wednesday and every Thursday, so make sure you check back. I'm going to leave an icon down below right here so you can click. Make sure you hit that like button and come back and check back for more.